Welcome to Soulful Trails India. Today we'll talk about Pabbar River and Chanshal Pass. Chanshal Pass is a very beautiful place and it's a source of almost the source of Pabbar River. Pabbar is a tributary of Tons, which in turn is a tributary of Yamuna. Pabbar comes in North Indian state of Himachal Pradesh. It's on the border between Himachal and Uttarakhand. Source of Pabbar is actually Chandranayan, which is close to Chancel Pass. So after we finished Giri Ganga, we started going towards the source of Pabbar River. We went on all the way from Karapattar uh, to Hatkoti, from Hatkoti to Rohri to Chancel Pass. Chancel Pass is not actually the Pabbar source, but it's close by. The all the snows around Chancel and the Chancel peaks goes into Pabbar River. We didn't have chance to go to Chandranahan Glacier. So this is the way to Chancel Pass. We crossed, after crossing Rohru, road becomes a little bad, but still manageable. We are actually going next to the Pabbar River. We are trying to reach the peak of Chancel Pass. The roads are bad all throughout, since this road doesn't lead to many other places. We just cross Chancel Pass to Dodrakwar, and then you'll have to come back. It doesn't lead to any other place. That's why it's not maintained very well, but it's very beautiful. Roads are doable. You don't need a 4x4. You can do it in a normal place. Make sure that you don't go in the monsoon season. Chancel Pass is opened only for 6 to 7 months of a year, I believe. I think it's closed in winter. I don't know now if they're maintaining it better. Chancel Pass is around 12,300 to 12,350 feet height. It's very well maintained. You could see dustbins almost everywhere there. There's a chai tapri too. A chai tapri is also a mobile van, bolero camper, who's here only during the mid part of the day. He's also maintaining it quite nicely. He's put dustbins and everything around there. One of the most beautiful and accessible Himalayan mountain pass I've seen. So there were hardly 2 or 3 cars for all the time we stayed there. So next to Chancel Pass, you can climb up a little bit, and there's a nice peak on the top. Um, there's enough things to do over there for at least an hour. You can go for the nearest peak. There's a lake, which we didn't see actually. Then you can play in the snow. So this is almost in the top. So there's a 360 degree view here. Even in April, we could see a lot of snow peaks. If only we could camp here, it would be really beautiful in the morning and late evening. In the lost sunlight, we probably can see golden colored peaks all around us. One of the most beautiful passes we have seen, even in Ladakh or Himachal or Uttarakhand. It's quite accessible too. If it was in Ladakh, all those flat stones would have been made into a small chart, and at our, yeah, snow can really make us mad. We did all sort of videos. Satish is especially good in this slow motion videos. That's making that's me making fun of myself, a fool of myself. That's Rakesh sir, always poised. So yeah, we had a full of Chanshal Pass. Then we had a lot of journey to make. So we'll, driving back down to Pabbar source. I mean, not Pabbar source. We'll be following the Pabbar River. The roads were bad, but it was still safe, I would say. Nicely maintained. We never saw any landslides or anything. So now we are coming down to Rohru Valley. Very soon we'll be catching up with the Pabbar River. Pabbar River is clean all throughout its way. It never reaches any big cities or plains. That's one good thing about it. The entire 175-kilometer stretch of Pabbar River is beautiful and pure. So it starts from, let's say, much above Chanshal Pass and goes through Rohru, Hatkoti, and eventually joins Stones and Tiuni. Rohru is the biggest town. It's around in 5,000 feet. Even if when we say it's biggest town, it's not very much. It's just like 2 kilometers of town just around the road. So people coming to this route should not miss Hatkoti temple. Hatkoti is a temple town with a Mata Mandir. And it's very beautiful here. It's very calm. Hatkoti is around 4,700 feet. It's quite warm compared to Chansal. So the temples are very beautiful. It's in Shikara style, with it being narrow on the top and wide at the bottom. Main deity here is Hateshwari Mata. She's an eight-arm form of goddess Durga as Mahishasuramardini. This is said to be from around 8th to 9th century Gupta's time. An interesting legend here says goddess tied demon Charu, which was in the form of cauldron, into the temple so that he doesn't escape. 5 shrines you see over there are called Pandava devas. They represent the physical worship and legacy of 5 Pandava brothers. And another big and beautiful temple is Shiva temple. They say Pandavas regularly used to worship there when they were in their Agnatavas. So that's about the temple. So the Pabbar River starts from Chansal or a little further up and finally joins Tones in Tiuni. This is the Tiuni river system. It's one of the most prominent tributary of Yamuna River. In next video, we'll explore Tones more. Thank you for joining with me today.